This video really does amaze me. Ripple is ready to take over the financial world now that it can connect to the US Treasury Clearing Network, which handles $11 trillion 0 cents every day. Doesn't it sound crazy? However, everyone is talking about it now because it's the most important sign ever for the bull market. Experts say that in just a few days, the price of XRP Ripple could go over $1,000 0 cents. That's pretty cool, right? Let's do it one step at a time. If you miss this movie, you'll be sorry. Nota bene. America is on its way to a fresh start. Anyone who is keeping an eye on XRP and Ripple's moves might have thought that Mr. Man's mysterious tweet was just another voice in the crowd. But to those who are, it felt like the start of something much bigger. But before we go any further, I want to talk about a new tool I've been trying out lately. It's called Meme Pro. It is a prop trading company established in the UK that works through Mazepcom. Its main business is trading memes and fan tokens using advanced AI bots. I joined the site a few days ago to check it out, and things are looking good so far. There are some big numbers on my display that you might notice. Total amounts deposited and withdrawn. That's because I've been using the site to test it and make investments. Also, I've been getting affiliate earnings lately. I'm about to take out $50 0 cents from my most recent referral gains. Meme Pro is made to be easy to use and is offered in many languages. You can change the language by clicking on your country's flag in the upper right area of the homepage. It's very easy to sign up. You only need to fill in a few forms to be ready to go. There are two main business plans inside. On the basic plan, you get 110% after 24 hours. On the special plan, you get 120% after 24 hours. Also, the built-in tool lets you quickly see what kind of returns you might get based on how much you risk. It also says that the site is registered in the UK, which gives you a little more confidence when trying out a new service like this. It's easy to make deposits. Just pick the way of payment you want, type in the amount, and click Confirm. Make sure to set your payment address in the settings before you start the process. It's important to do this. You can't make the payout until your wallet is linked. Let me show you a real withdrawal now. I'm taking $50 0 cents out of my account amount. This comes from affiliate income I got earlier. You only need to pick the payment method, type in the amount, and click Request. You can see that the money just got to my wallet. That means the removal process is real and doesn't take too long. The only reasons for this are to teach and promote. Investing in crypto has risks, and you can't be sure you'll get your money back. I'm telling you about my own experience, but you should always do your own study and only put money into investments that you can afford to lose. Head over to Meme Pro and see what they have to offer if you want to see it for yourself. The AI-powered tools and no-fee structure make it worth looking into, whether you're a seasoned dealer or just starting out. There are all the important links in the text below. Now let's watch the video again. The XRP community just recently learned of a new development that makes it seem like Ripple may have quietly positioned itself at the very heart of America's financial infrastructure, especially within a network that handles over $11 trillion 0 cents in US. Everyday Treasury deals. In April 2025, Ripple bought Hidden Road, a high-end brokerage company, and this is where the story starts. At first glance, it looked like a normal move in terms of strategy, but people in the XRP community spotted something very strange. Ripple announced the deal a few weeks ago, but Hidden Road had already been a part of the DTCC's government securities division for a few weeks. There is more to this section than just a clearinghouse. For trillions of dollars in US government bonds, it's the engine that makes everything work. Hidden Road joined the government securities division on March 14 with participant number 9388, according to a letter from the DTC. This gave the company, and now Ripple as well, access to a clearing system that is only used for US. There is repo netting, treasury netting, and GCF repo deals. These are important parts of how big money moves in the US government bond market. It's hard to believe how big this system is. Early in September 2024, the Government Securities Division saw a new daily volume of $9,200 billion 0 cents, which was more than the previous high of $8,800 billion 0 cents. 3 months later, in April 2025, Fixed Income Clearing Corporation revealed that it was handling over $11 trillion 0 cents in daily US Treasury trades, which was the most ever. The noise is going up and down for a reason. They did what the SEC told them to do in 2023, which was to require wider central clearing of Treasury trades. This caused volumes to rise from an average of $4,500 billion $0 in 2023 to over $10 trillion 0 cents on busy days in 2024. Think about what it means for Ripple to be a part of this system. Crypto Geek said in a tweet that XRP will settle all US transactions through the Federal Reserve payment system. At first that might sound like an exaggeration, but now it doesn't seem so crazy. Ripple has always pushed XRP as a neutral bridge currency that can be used to instantly settle large amounts of transactions across countries and systems. In a real and symbolic sense, being in the same room as the machines that keep America's economy going gives Ripple access and power it has never had before. It's no longer just about Ripple doing business with banks. It has to do with building itself into the very infrastructure that states and mega institutions depend on to work. Ripple is not only coming up with new ideas, but it is also joining the DTCC's top club by buying Hidden Road. People think that the financial system is getting ready for a reset. If this is true, then Ripple is no longer a stranger knocking on the door. It's in the safe. The XRP army has long said that the token's real value is not in its price, but in how useful it is. That view has a lot more weight now that this has happened. XRP is a part of a system that handles $11 trillion 0 cents every day. It has never been more likely that it will play a part in future financial operations, whether it's by providing liquidity, settling transactions in real time, or allowing transactions between institutions. Even though Ripple's move was quiet, what it means is very loud. What used to be guesswork is now a plan. That's more than bullish for people who own XRP. That is historical, right? There's more to Ripple than just knocking on the door of traditional banking. It's inside already. And since XRP can connect to the US Treasury clearing network, which handles $11 trillion 0 cents every day, you'd expect the price to move. But here's the thing. What's going to happen might be much bigger than anyone thought, because top crypto experts say that the numbers being bandied about aren't just optimistic. They're crazy. Some people say XRP could do something crazy. Fuzzy Bear tweeted, "Big brains buy XRP. What people who think this coin is still one of the most undervalued assets in the crypto market think about it." Steph, another fan, says it more directly, "XRP has the best chance right now. This is where new riches are made. There's more to these than just feelings. They are based on the idea that XRP hasn't reached its full potential yet." As an example, Barry C. is one of the most well-known and recognized commentators in the XRP space. People should buy XRP while it's still selling below $3 0 cent, according to him. And even though some people think its current price is too low, especially since it hasn't changed since January, Barry C. is sure that the main event has not yet begun. He thinks that XRP will not only break its previous all-time high, but also go in a whole new direction. He thinks that XRP will soon reach $10 0 cents and then $20 0 cents during the next alt-season rise. He says that's just the start of things. Even if there was a correction later, it wouldn't change the trend. It would just move the starting point back to between $5 0 cents and $10 0 cents, which is still a long way from where we are now. This is where things get really crazy. Barry C. thinks that XRP could reach $1,000 0 cents per coin one day, but not because of speculation, but because it will be useful. Barry C. says that once that many people used XRP, its price would no longer go up and down wildly. It would become a stable and highly connected part of world trade, with regular flows of trillions of dollars through its ecosystem. With that much demand, the token could go to levels that seem crazy at the time, but may make sense now. "The reset is real," XRP governor wrote on Twitter. "My XRP moonbag is packed and ready to go, but time is running out." Even though the tone is light,